girl, born with cerebral palsy, successfully got
her ein assistives Speech-System.
And the first thing she said was, it was to explain a misunderstanding her father had from a long time ago. Her father immediately broke down. A few days ago,
The girl, Melody, saw a goldfish jump out of the fish tank.
she immediately wanted to call her father for help.
But she couldn't speak.
To prevent the little fish from dying, she quickly sprinkled water on the fish. But this method didn't work at all.
In her Panik, Melody knocked over the fish tank.
When her father came back and saw the situation, he mistakenly thought Melody had knocked it over. So he scolded the girl while cleaning up. Melody desperately tried to explain by clicking on the picture board on her wheelchair. But her father, in a hurry to leave, wasn't in the mood to listen. This made Melody feel very wronged. This was not the first time Melody had to endure such feelings, because she had cerebral palsy since she was little.
She couldn't speak, and she couldn't walk.
She could only rely on a wheelchair to get around, and communication could only be done by pointing at fixed words on the wheelchair. If others didn't listen to her speak, she had no way of doing anything about it. Melody had attended a special school since she was little, where the students either had intellectual disabilities or physical disabilities, and Melody belonged to the latter. Her IQ was extremely high, but when others saw her appearance, they would always think she had an intellectual deficiency. Melody had always longed for a normal life, where people could communicate freely and exercise together outdoors. These were dreams she could never achieve in this lifetime. Now, Melody only had one thought, that she wanted to learn more difficult knowledge, but the teacher refused to change the curriculum. That day, a special person came to the classroom. She was a PhD specializing in education, and she was conducting an experimental program. She wanted these students with disabilities to receive normal education. She was the first to discover that Melody had an extraordinarily high IQ, so she approached Melody's parents, hoping to send her to a normal school. But her mother was worried that Melody would be discriminated against by other students, which would make it harder for her to fit in with the group, so they never told Melody about it. Until one day, the neighbor lady brought Halloween costumes for Melody and her sister. She saw the papers on the table, and excitedly told Melody about it. Melody was very excited when she heard this. She really wanted to go to a regular school. She kept pointing and trying to express her desire, but her mother didn't even look at her.